And we're back to exploring Midjourney. Next up is the blend command. You can use that to blend images with each other. I want to unsplash. Let us use this beach and this car photo. So here on Unsplash, you can find 3 photos there. I've downloaded them. And we can use the blend commands to blend these 2 images together. You can drag and drop them here. Here's the beach. As I've said, I've downloaded them here. And that was the wrong one. Let me delete this, remove from attachments. And here's the car photo. Just jump to the last image right here, image 2. Press enter, and then it's going to get processed. Let me add a second example. This time we'll just reverse the order. So we use the car first and then add the beach. Again, jump to the last image, left click on it, then press enter. Command is sent. Here in the official documentation, I'll link to it. You can see blend can be used for up to 5 images. But you definitely have to have 2 as a minimum. And if you want to have more, let's go back to Discord, Command Blend. Here's plus for more, left click on it, and this drop up in this case will appear, and you can just select them, and now you have more of these squares to drop your photos in. If you want to have them removed, just click on one and press the delete key. One thing to keep in mind is that it's going to take longer than the usual imagine prompts or the imagine commands. And another thing is that we can change the dimension. Let me add 2 images, yet again, car beach. Now we want to delete these images, so I select them down here. Then delete key, and here we have dimensions. Don't type in, for example, 16 by 9, not a valid choice. You can also not use the AR parameter, so -AR, 16 by 9, not a valid choice. You have to pick one of these 3, portrait, square, landscape. By default, square is set, so it's 1 by 1. Landscape is 3 by 2, and portrait is 2 by 3. These are currently the 3 versions or the 3 aspect ratios available, but you can later adjust that when you upscale it. You can use the panning to expand it in certain directions if you want to. Here it says for the best results, use photos that have the same aspect ratio. So car and beach is fine. But here we have a model. So if I add that to the beach, we're going to have obviously different results, but it's also not as good as the other blends. Let me edit right here, and I want to use portrait. I confirm via enter, and it runs. So here are our results. I had to speed it up. As previously stated, it's going to take longer. This blend command takes more time than a simple imagine command. But here we have our results now. Let's go over it step by step. Car and beach. These 2 images were used. Here I reversed the order. So I used the car first and then added the beach, if I recall correctly. Here's the model on the beach. Not bad, but it doesn't put her magically in a bikini or something and she then lays there in the sun. Here's the landscape aspect ratio. Best results so far, I think, because the images that we've used, they had this landscape as well. So far so good when it comes to functionality, but how can you actually use this to create interesting results? I've used images that are just meant to exemplify the process, but one use case that I've already found out is to use textures. Let us use the model again, and now I add this texture. Let me use a portrait dimension. I confirm. So it was this texture once again from Unsplash. I'll speed this video up so that you don't have to wait that much. But here's our result. And I think this is actually an interesting use case if you apply textures like this using the blend command. Now let me show you how you can expand the dimensions. At first we'll upscale it. Even that takes a little bit longer when you have created your images using the blend command. And now I use panning to the right. It's going to be the photo that I've used in my thumbnail. Yet again, it takes more time. But here we are now. You could continue to pan it now to the right. So upscale it again and then pan it again. But this would be something that's interesting when it comes to using the blend command. Hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.